My name is Deborah. I'm 57 years old. I have 2 children and 10 grandchildren. I'm from Elizabeth, New Jersey. I came to Newark when I was 5 years old. I was raised by my grandmother. My mother died August 2nd, 1966, when she was 35 years old from breast cancer. So we had to go live with my grandmother, who I didn't know, had never seen her before, didn't know who she was because my mom never talked about her. My grandmother was a minister. We were preacher's kids, PK kids as they call them. Went to church all the time. Sex was not even an option in the house. When I got 16, I got pregnant. I was in the 12th grade. It was my first boyfriend. And I started drinking, started hanging out in bars. I started sniffing cocaine. Me and my girlfriends, going out, hanging out in the bars. We was young, even though I had 2 kids, but I was there for them. You know, I made sure that they was taken care of. After I had him, I decided that I didn't want to have any more children. So I got my tubes tied. I was 21. So I went to the neighborhood clinic where I lived at and asked for an asthma pump. So when I was there, the nurse asked me did I want to get tested for HIV. So I was like, sure, you know, I don't have nothing. And when the test results came back, the doctor told me that I was HIV positive, and I was livid. I'm like, that ain't my blood. Y'all done switched my blood with somebody, and that ain't me, and you're not gonna tell me that's me? No, that ain't me. So I performed so bad till they tested me again. In those 2 weeks, the same results came back. Then the doctor told me I only had 6 months to live. That was in 1985. So I continued to get high. I mean, if I got 6 months, I'm gonna go out with a bang like what I like to do, which was smoke coke at that time. And I was loving it, so I continued. I had a friend. We were real good friends, and I told her that I was HIV positive, and I used to always go over to her house for dinner. And when I told her that I was HIV positive, her mom called her, you know, like she always do, tell us dinner's ready. And when I got downstairs, everybody else had china, and I had a paper plate, a paper cup, and a plastic fork and spoon. I couldn't believe it. I just knocked, out of anger and fury, I just knocked the whole table over. And I haven't talked to her since. I'm 46 years old, and I go to jail on a drug charge. I got caught with 39 bags of heroin, and I went to jail, and that was my first time ever in my life being arrested. And I was no good. I was depressed. I wanted to die. They had me on suicide watch. They put me in a cell and closed the door. But those were the longest 4 months of my life. Oh, it's very important for me to want better for my kids. My daughter, she loves me just the same. She's my biggest supporter besides my sister and brother, because I take her with me to different events so she knows about HIV. I taught her what I learned. Your life can still go on. You're living longer now than it was when I first got tested. Be adherent, keep your appointments with the doctor, take your medication, and get into a good support system, because you're not alone. I'm married. I got married in 2010. I have a lovely husband, understanding husband. I love him to death. He's my biggest supporter besides my children. And they love me. My grandchildren love me. I'm a grandmother, and I spend a lot of time with my grandchildren.